Welcome back to SnowRunner, guys, and today we're going to be taking a look at Emil's ANK MK38. Now, I will be leaving a link in the description box down below to where you guys can download this mod and check it out for yourselves. And without any further ado, let's go ahead and jump into checking out this truck. Now, also, I don't know if you guys noticed or not, but I've tried to kind of spice up the background a little bit. Let me know in the comment section down below if you like it. I'm just trying out a little bit of a new idea, but yeah, if it's something you like, let me know. So, with that being said, let's go ahead and take this thing into the garage and see what it's all about. Now, if you read the description of this mod, you'll see that he basically says that you don't necessarily need to go crazy with it. Like, you can if you want, but it was more, this one in particular, he wanted to do more as a improvement to the standard ANK. So, for example, he added a crane so you could recover cargo should it fall out, or should you get to a mission where you need to actually load stuff up with a crane. He added that. He also added basically a little bit of like a center of gravity tweak so that the truck didn't tip over quite as easily, and he of course added his normal run of engine options. So there's a couple of different things going on here that we're going to explore, but let's go ahead and see what we can actually sort of get ourselves into with this truck. So we've got the normal selection of engines, but we've also got Emil's truck engine stages 1 through 7, and I'm kind of going back and forth on whether or not I want to go all the way to stage 7. I'm gonna, you know what? Let's try Emil's truck engine stage 3, just to kind of get a little bit of like a baseline. You have balanced, you have high range, off-road, and then you have Emil's truck gearbox A6 L3 H1, which is basically 6 auto gears, 3 low gears, 1 high. That's probably going to be the best because it's custom tuned for this setup. Now, suspension options, they're kind of interesting. Now, you would think that they would all be like one step higher, but actually, some of them are, instead of being one step higher, they're more based around being, you know, kind of having a little bit more support in different areas of the truck. So, say, for example, this is a little bit higher, but it's the stock sort of height. Whereas raised, not necessarily stock height, but stock level on a higher suspension level. But this second option is a little bit higher in the rear while being a little bit lower in the front, so it's probably a little bit more for cargo. That's the same, but a little higher. That's the same, but a little higher. And that's the same, but just a little bit higher. So I'm going to actually go with the, I want to say, probably the third option. I think the third option works for me. So you're going to start at 47s, but if you go through this massive list of tires, because we all know Emil's tires are, you know, the list is insane and it goes on forever. I'm going to go, let's see, let's get to the mud tire category. Where is the mud tire category? There we go. So you can do 52-inch Tega tires, which is honestly like probably one of your better options, but you can actually choose your offset, which I really, really like, because that can kind of help position the, kind of help, you know, widen the track width of the truck and keep it from being like, you know, as tippy. So let's see, MSH 4, MSH 3, 2, 1. The only 52s we have are the Tega tires. I think I'm going to actually go ahead and equip those. But again, this is not a monster MK38, it's just a improved MK38. So now we're going to go with, let's see, Emil's ultimate winch. And wait a second. Maximum length, maximum strength, offline winch. Yeah, that's just about everything you'd ever need. Spare wheel. Emil's ultimate spare wheel. And 50 loading crane. And snorkel will go with a factory one, which we already have anyway. All right, so exhaust, we could do, yeah, the muzzle looks really good, muzzle exhaust. And then, let's see, caged beacon. I want some actual, like, lighting on this thing. It looks really good with, like, proper lighting. I like the heavy-duty pipe bumper. I think the heavy-duty pipe bumper looks good. And then, chrome cap with beacons, probably end up with that. I don't like the side steps. The side steps they just look a little weird. And the Tega wheels are just about the only option you have at that point. Did he include any other, like, designs? Sort of. That is different. I am not mad about it, though. Remember, we have the Stage 3 engine. So let's see what this thing is like in sort of an objective-based sense. So we're going to go ahead and try to manually load some cargo with it and see how that actually does. The only thing that's weird about it is that the crane almost looks like it's connected to nothing. It's like it's just there. All right, let's see how this works. Manual loading. Let's do wood planks, manual loading. And crane mode. All right, let's see how useful you are, crane boy. Yeet. All right. Up, up, up. There you go. It takes a little bit of effort, but once you actually get it up in the air, it's all good. It's no worries once you get it up in the air. Rotate you just a little bit. Back it up. Really? Really? All right, hang on. Will it let me pack? Yes, it will. Okay. Now, I want to do one more, and I'm okay with consumables. Consumables will work. I'm just going to go ahead and... Man. Just literally hook right to it, like, as unrealistically as possible. Alright, let's bring you back this way. And we'll ease it around. Uh-oh. It's tricky because these bed sides are actually pretty high. Oh, come on. Spin. Dude, you don't even want to spin, do you? You don't even want to spin, do you? Come on, come on, come on. There we go. There we go. Maybe? I guarantee you it won't pack that. Oh, there it goes. Never mind, it packed it. And restore the crane. And now we can set off. So now we get to see what the performance is like. So remember, we have his custom tuned gearbox, and we also have the special engine stage 3. Now, I'm not sure, like I said, how these stages, at least in terms of, like, you know, how Emil designs them, I'm not sure exactly how these stages are designed. I have a feeling it's a little bit more than just more power every stage. It's got to be different than that. I mean, I'm sure stage 7 is the most powerful, but that right there that we just did, oh my god, that is legitimately a huge test that the normal ANK would not have passed. And when I say that, I say it because the normal ANK, especially with cargo, would have tipped over right there, like immediately, would have just tumped over. So that's a big improvement already. As if the ANK wasn't OP enough, but still. I wonder if it'll climb this hill. This could be the undoing of our truck. No way. Oh my god! Bro! Okay, it was a little bit weird, but it made it. It was a little sketchy. It almost tipped over completely. I'm kind of surprised it didn't tip over, because that was right on the verge of being completely and utterly done. Like, 100% completely and utterly done and over with. There was, like, basically nothing else we would have been able to do. Basically. Well, let's do a little bit of a, like, flip test. And when I say flip test, I mean anti-flip test. Stop sliding on the rocks, please. Oh, this is going to be a tricky spot. The normal ANK would not like this, but this one just stays solid. It stays level and it stays solid. This center of gravity adjustment has done wonders for this truck, and of course the widened track width. Dude, I am absolutely okay with this. I mean, it's a great truck and it's very effective without being too over the top, in my opinion. Like, especially if you compare it to, like, the monster truck mods, that's not what this is. Because I feel like a lot of people, you know, a lot of people get really tired of those monster truck mods, and I think, not even tired of them, but, like, because I think they're fun. I think they're hilarious, but, like, not only do I think people get, like, they get annoyed with them because they're like, oh my god, this is too overpowered, blah, blah, blah. And while this is more powerful than the, like, than the original ANK, I think it's been done in such a way that is a little bit more on, I mean, yes, it's on the verge of unbalanced, but it's not like you just, you know, put 100-something-inch tires on it and stretched the leaf springs into oblivion and then called it good. It's a lot more than that, and I think that's the beauty of Emil's mods, is that it is a lot more than just that, you know? Let's actually see how this thing does in the mud, because mud testing is obviously one of the biggest areas that a lot of people want to know whether or not it's going to be good. And I think the reason for that is obviously because you encounter a lot of mud in this game. I mean, that's just how it works. Let's try high range first. In fairly shallow mud, high range does awesome. It does great. Plunging it into the mud there. It's actually, I would say it's probably on the same level as the Taiga in normal mud, like normal sort of shallowish mud. Let's put it into some deeper stuff. It's still rolling around, which is really good. I'm impressed by that. That's definitely enough to impress me in terms of like a truck that's just meant to be like a little bit better than the original one. Let's see about out here, because the mud does get a lot deeper. Not bad. It definitely does a good job of sort of floating through it. Oh, that's where it goes. Yep. It's still moving, though. It actually picked its speed back up. Okay, so low, plus, and high are about the same speed through here. So that definitely renders, you know, renders high a little bit pointless, but still, I think in terms of, like, you could complete almost the entirety of Michigan with this truck. You could literally just go through and complete almost everything. Now, anything that required you to pull a semi, yeah, obviously that would be a little bit trickier, but you could basically, like I said, go through and complete almost the entirety of Michigan with just this truck. Now, I feel like some people would hear that and go, oh my god, that's amazing, and other people would hear that and go, oh my god, that's horribly unbalanced and I don't want anything to do with it. And the beauty of mods is that you can decide whether or not you want to use them, but for the people that want to use something like this or love the MK38 but wish it was a little bit more capable and had the option of a loading crane and steered a little bit faster and the center of gravity was a little bit lower, this right here is definitely the one to go with, because I've covered the original ANK, I've also covered like the monster big wheel ANK, but this is probably my favorite version so far, because this one allows you to use it in so many different scenarios, and like Emil says in his mod post, you can actually use this almost as like a standard one if you really want to. Like, if that's what you want to do, then have at it. That's up to you. Or if you want to go crazy with it, that's up to you as well. And I only have the stage 3 engine in it. You can go all the way up to stage 7 if you really want. But with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, let me know your thoughts and opinions in the comments below. Hit that like button if you enjoyed it, and subscribe for more. And I'll see you guys next time.